keep and develop them, they can become into world beaters.
What is a wonder kid, bro? Do they fly? What do they do? What is a wonder kid? What has he done, bro? What has he done to be a wonder kid, bro?
What he did in Germany last season.
What did he do? He's got 5 goals, and then he had a shit attitude. He didn't get into the team again for the rest of the season. He didn't do well in Germany. He didn't do well in Germany, bro.
Bro, if this guy went to Dortmund tomorrow, people would be talking about him as the next Jadon Sancho. You guys, just Arsenal fans, we're too pessimistic.
He won't go to Dortmund tomorrow because Dortmund won't want him. Okay,
but then they'll take the younger version of him, Saka, in a heartbeat.
Guys, give us a vote on Nelson. Would you keep him or sell him? And what would he be worth as well? Again, what's Nelson worth?
Sadly, I don't actually know because what is he? 20 years old. He hasn't played much, so I'd probably say he'd go for around 25.
Do you know what? Couldn't say if you're likening Nelson to Rio Miyachi, bro. Boy, you just got one disregard for him. I'm telling you. Sonny, do you think it's a shame Newcastle didn't stay when Wenger came?
That was years at least. That was
a different time. That was a different time. He
done his knee and he had a bad knee.
Yeah, done his knee and he was declining.
Sonny, would you bin him off though?
Who
Nelson.
Mate, you know what? I was expecting big things of Nelson under Wenger, and he's disappointed me badly. Everyone is disappointed me the most.
What do you mean?
He hasn't done nothing. He hasn't cemented his place. And if you ain't cemented your place, then basically you're not good enough.
Sonny, in your mind, nobody's good enough. What am I going to do?
Well, if they was good enough, Miguel, they wouldn't be sitting in ninth place, would they? That's the whole point. God. If they were good enough, they wouldn't be in ninth place, mate.
Okay, realistically speaking, we know we can't sell the whole entire team. But Reiss Nelson, to me, cannot be one of those players you put on the chopping block.
We're saying who would we sell?
And you're saying you'd sell Reiss Nelson?
I sell them all, mate. I sell all 25 of them. All 25 of them. I'll sack Raul. I'll sack what's the name? All of them. The whole lot of them. Every one of them. See you later. Get lost. They're an underperforming team. They're an underperforming club. I've got no time for none of them. Get rid.
I get that. Wow, you're harsh, man.
It's got to be harsh. I want Arsenal to be changing for the league and winning leagues.
I know, but look, you have to understand. There's growing pains with bringing in young players. Breeding in young players there's growing pains.
He's not young, bro. He's 20. He's 20, bro. He's not young. 20 is not young.
He's
football. It's not
20.
Young.
And people call 24-year-olds young. What are you talking about?
Young. Of course, he's not young.
Footballing terms, he's still 4 years from being considered not young.
Well, they come to Arsenal 4 years later. Then don't just piss off now. We don't want him there.
Then what's the point of using the academy if you're just going to cuss them out?
What academy? The academy at Fame is better than Arsenal.
Who?
The Fame Academy when they're dancing in the street with the music. You're probably too young for it.
Yeah, Sonny, because there's no pressure in Feyenoord compared to Arsenal.
No, it's Fame. Fame is a dancing show. Fame Academy of Dance.
I thought you said Feyenoord, the Turkish team.
Mate, you're saying he's 20, right? Jadon Sancho's the same age, mate.
Yeah, and look at the amount of praise he was getting when he was in Germany.
Jadon Sancho was also getting praise at Manchester City.
He never got one game. He never got one game.
They were fighting to keep him. Only because their squad was so good. Guys, what would you do with Nelson? What would you not do with Nelson? Melvin, what would you do?
I would keep him. I think there's an outside chance he could make it. I don't think he's as good as what Kids said. I don't think he's as bad as what you say, Sonny. I think there's a chance if his attitude's a bit like Nelson. Miles Maitland. I think they're similar. They don't seem to have the hunger, and I think if that changes, I think the manager get on his case. I think there's a footballer in there. I really do.
Right. How much better has Pepe been than Nelson?
Difficult to say. I think Pepe has been better than Nelson.
Yeah, but how much better?
Hasn't Pepe had more playing time?
Just saying. How much better has he been? Has he been a lot better? Is Pepe that much of a better? Is he that much of a better player than Nelson? That's what I'm asking, really.
At the moment, yeah, I think he is. Yeah. He's made a lot of goals for us. He's a reasonable amount, and he scored a couple. I think his performance hasn't been that great because he doesn't know when to give the ball. He goes past the first play and then he loses it. But as far as assists and goals, he's done okay.
Guys, Bergkamp, how long will he wait till these players peak?
How many goals and assists do you think Reiss Nelson has this season?
3.
Combined goals and assists.
Yeah, 3.
No, more than that.
There's the man. There's the man himself.
Yes, 3 assists, 2 goals.
Hey, Steve, right. Steve, would you keep Reiss Nelson, mate?
Trouble I've had.
Would you keep Reiss Nelson or not?
That's a tricky one because he ain't had many games, has he?
Mate, it's not life or death. Just give us a yes or no.
I would say in the current climate, no.
Right, be cool. Okay.
We've got to move on, Sonny.
Emil Smith Rowe, Steve. Emil Smith Rowe. What did you do with him?
I saw potential in him at first, but then he went off the boil a bit.
He's like a Peter Pan of Arsenal midfield.
I wouldn't let him go.
Gus the Wind will let him go. No, he's a bit lightweight.
Drop him down into the youth a bit, and then he's not ready, Sonny. He's not ready.
He ain't ready.
Yeah.
Steve. You look like a man of mature years, right? Like us.
That's why it took me so long to get on here.
Mate, I'm the same as you. Steve, how long are you prepared to wait, right? Or we ain't prepared to wait. I ain't prepared to wait for Arsenal to be challenging again. These kids have got all the time in the world, mate. We ain't.
I'm not.
We ain't no.
Sonny, simple answer. I've waited long enough.
Exactly. All right. Okay. We've done. So what we say about Nelson? Keep or sell? Igal, what are you saying?
Keep.
Steve, what are you saying, mate?
He said sell, didn't he?
No, No. We need to move on and let him go.
Me and Steve think alike. We both want to get rid of Nelson, and we both vape, right? So me and Steve think alike. I'm saying sell. Melvin, what are you saying?
Keep.
Okay. Kevin?
Keep and loan him out.
How many players are you going to loan out, bro? We're going to have no squad. You're going to loan out everybody.
But Sonny, you want to tell everybody.
What's his cash converters? Is his cash converters? Is it a pawn shop? Arsenal turned into a pawn shop?
Because if we were to have him in our squad, I don't think so Arteta really rates him because he has disciplinary issues. And that is going to be a downfall of his talent, actually.
Who does?
That's what I believe.
Who Nelson does?
Yeah, Reiss Nelson.
Does he?
Arteta doesn't rate Nelson. Where have you been watching the games, brother?
Because
he literally took him under his wing and said, "Come with me, little boy. I got you." Arteta rates him highly. I'm sorry, I'm not taking that. Arteta rates him highly.
Yeah, bro. I get what you mean. I get what you mean, bro. Because I have seen Arteta playing Reiss Nelson more often than Pepe. He rates him highly. Yes, I do agree on that part. But his attitude in the pitch and his disciplinary things is going to be the downfall of his talents. That's what I'm trying to say, actually.
Mate, what are we running? We're running the Boy Scouts, the Girl Guides, or are we running a Premier League football team who needs to compete with what's name, Liverpool and Man City? Is this a Boy Scouts we're running? What are we doing? We're going to be taking them camping once a week. MX saying the things we don't want to do is sell all these youngsters and in a few years we'll turn out to be brilliant. Look at Ganabi. Do you know what? Look at Ganabi. So what? I mean, it took Ganabi 10 more years to be decent. 10 years
not exactly 10 years. Not exactly.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Lay an egg and sit on it for 5 years and wait for it to hatch, see if it hatches? Or do you want to eat it? Or do you want to eat it? Do you want to eat it with your toast?
In 4 years.
Who's that? Sonny, who's that you on about? Gnabry. Look what he's doing in Germany.
He was, but how shit was he at Arsenal, though?
He wasn't shit. I don't disagree.
He weren't shit, but he weren't top class. Walcott was better than him, mate. Walcott was better than him.
Oh, I don't know.
Walcott. Oh, come on.
Don't start slagging Walcott off. Walcott got over 100.
No, I'm saying Walcott was another level. He wasn't an academy level at that time. He was already established. You can't compare an established player to Walcott.
How old was Walcott then, mate? Gnabry was 18, Walcott was 20.
What?
Yeah,
when Gnabry came in. Are you crazy, Sonny? Come on. What have you been smoking, bro?
How old was
he? He was like 27.
Walcott was 27.
How old is he now?
So
He's
how
30.
was
3 years ago.
How was Walcott then? 50?
No, Walcott's about 30, 31, isn't he?
Bro,
Yeah,
what
Walcott
are
is
you on,
what?
bro?
I don't know.
What are you on? I'm so confused.
I'm on Sonny TV Arsenal. If anyone's wondering what channel they're on, they're on Sonny TV Arsenal.
Tell them. The man's 31 right now. The man's 31 right now.
Yeah, he's 31.
Ago,
when Arsenal beat Tottenham, when Arsenal
he
beat
was
Tottenham
20
2-0, when Arsenal beat Tottenham 2-0, what year was it? Let's have a look.
It was 4 years ago, no?
It wasn't 4 years ago. It wasn't 4 years ago. It must be about 8 years ago.
Actually, it's about 30, 31, right?
I still think to this day.
When Walcott done that,
I still think to this day that what knocked Walcott's confidence is when they took him to the World Cup. That clown Ericsson took him to the World Cup.
Right.
He never got a game. It all started from there. I think he never regained his confidence after that.
Sonny, 2015.
5 years ago, mate. 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Is that so long ago?
5 years ago. Of course, it was 5 years ago. I had
No,
5
but
years
you
ago.
made it seem like it was 8 or 10.
I'd had 5 years ago.
What did I say? I said 4. You said 10. So who's closer? I'm closer.
5. Well, so it's not Matt being closer. It's 5 years ago.
I know.
So
What are you
if
talking
Walcott,
about?
right? So Walcott was 26.
Yeah, and
Can I
I said
ask you a
27.
question?
That's 1 year
Forget
difference.
about ages. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Sonny, was
Yes, mate.
Walcott a success at Arsenal?
Of course he was.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
You can't score 100 goals for the club, mate. So
Was Walcott what at Arsenal?
He's got 100 goals for Arsenal. You can't say he wasn't a success.
How many did Giroud score for us?
He was a success as well. He was a good player for Arsenal.
78.
Is a success as well.
78. Okay, what about Adebayo? Adebayo, how many goals did he score? He was successful.
Yeah, he was successful. Van Persie.
You know what I mean? If you
No,
compare these players,
What's your point?
you guys are too harsh on these young players.
How long are we going to keep these players? We need players now. We need ready-made players now. Right?
Okay, yes, but at the same time,
4 years we're going to be out of Champions League. 4 years.
If you bring in a midfielder that's 27, if you bring in another guy who's 20, if you bring
you can't have money, mate. We need to generate money.
You can't have all these signings come in and change the team too much.
Miguel, the whole point of today is we need to generate some money. That's what we're doing. We're trying to generate money.
You're not generating shit by selling Reiss Nelson. You're actually losing money.
Reiss Nelson's going to be a saviour at Arsenal, is he? Reiss Nelson's going to save Arsenal, is he?
You're not listening. What I'm saying is you're losing more money by selling him at the age of 20 than if you were to loan him out and maybe sell him in 2 years' time.
Mate, Newcastle on the up, Everton are on the up, Wolves on the up, right? Leicester are already up. Spurs are better than us, right? And you're talking about you want to nurture players for the next 5 years where we ain't got money to sort out the issue today.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to you.
So what would you
Sonny,
do?
there is so much dead wood in this club.
Of course there is, mate.
And there's so much dead wood in this club. It's been doing my head in for years. There's so much dead wood. There's only a handful of players that I don't even think there's a handful of players at the moment. There's just so much dead wood. It hurts me a lot.
Steve, they're not fit to wear the shirt, mate. They're not fit to wear
But
the
then
shirt.
why are we arguing over Reiss Nelson? If we have so much dead wood, why are we arguing over Reiss Nelson? Because he's not one of those dead wood.
He's dead wood.
He's a bright future.
Well, bright future for him because he's going to be very, very financially secure. But he's not bright future for me watching him.
Bro, make fun of Torreira, make fun of El Neni, make fun of all these other guys. Reiss Nelson is not on that level.
What's this Mel bonding you got with Nelson? What's that all about?
Nah, bro, because Arsenal fans in general, you guys we have our heads screwed on wrong. We've actually messed up our brains. This is a problem. And I'm actually starting to get mad because it doesn't make sense no more. It doesn't make sense. We are destroying our young kids, and the players that are established, we're destroying them also. We don't rate anybody in the squad.
Okay. I'm not their mum. I'm not their mum.
Tell everybody.
I'm not their mum. I'm not their dad. Again, I'm not their mum. I'm not their dad. I don't care if they get destroyed or not. What I do care about is 11 footballers plus the reserves who can step on that field and win proper football matches. Okay. Right? And we haven't got that now. So what do we do? If you're skint and a bailiff is knocking on your door, right? If you're skint and a bailiff's knocking on your door, what do? Do you sell your TV to pay the bailiff? Or what? Or do you let him kick the door in and repossess your house?
Listen,
basically, if we got a jewel and we have to sell him, we have to sell him. Because we need money.
If you have something that increases in value, which is a young player who can develop into a great player, you don't sell him when he's worthless and he's only 20. You sell him maybe when he's 24, after he's had years of experience where he has some net value of increase.
Okay. Apart from Saka, right? Who was the last player who came through our youth team who actually done well?
Coquelin did well. He came through.
Don't tell me Coquelin, man. The last person who done well coming through our youth team was Fabregas.
He didn't even come from our youth team.
Well, we brought him into our youth team. Yeah. All right, okay. Well done, Melvin.
We sold Iwobi for a profit. That's successful. Listen, that is a definition of a successful project as an academy player.
You know I just heard the name Coquelin.
One minute. Tell me one player who's come through our youth team who has made it at Arsenal. Forget what we sold him for. Who has made it at Arsenal? Homegrown.
Clichy. Wasn't Clichy?
Homegrown.
Was he not homegrown?
We bought him from a French second division team.
Homegrown.
All right, what about...
You got to give me time for this, man. I can't just think it off the top of my head.
Why not?
Would you count Wilshere as been a success or not?
No, because he didn't live up to the hypes.
Right. Not overall, no. Nor would I.
I think Jermaine Pennant, David Bentley, I think those guys were low profile.
Jermaine Pennant, David Bentley, I wouldn't even put one
like in the first team.
Yeah, you know what I said saying. Pennant was a decent player, but Bentley, I wouldn't use him as penny for the guy.
In my opinion, the way you use your home core, you use your academy, is the way you do what you did with Iwobi. You gain success from the profit that you made off him. He was worthless. We made 36 million from him.
What are you talking about? Iwobi being so shit in his position is why Arsenal's shit.
Listen, but we sold him for 36 million.
Which is why we don't qualify for the Champions League, and why we don't compete for the league, and why we're not above Spurs. Is because you're putting too much emphasis on shit average players.
Sonny, you asked me a question. I'm answering for you. The club, what they value as successful is when they make a profit or the player does something to benefit.
We're talking about on the field success. We're football supporters, right? We're not the club's accountants. It doesn't go in our pockets, yeah? But it comes out of our pockets because we watch them, whether it's on TV or we go to the games, yeah? So basically, tell me a player who has been a success on that football pitch from our academy.
Like everyone in the chat saying Ashley Cole.
How many years ago was that?
That was
Sonny, you keep raising the bar. You said name one player, and then they name it, and then you raise the bar higher.
So I'm not raising the bar. I'm saying how many years ago was it? You're talking about this great academy we've got. Our academy hasn't been that great. Has it, Steve?
Look at Saka right now. Look at Saka right now. What are you talking about?
Jack was born up the road from where I live. He only lives. His family are 3 miles away from me. They signed him when he was 7.5 years old. Jack was there. But really, when you look at it, he had half a dozen games. So you could say, "Wow, you know, he played for England and all that." But how many man of the matches did he get? How many man matches did Walcott get for all the time he was there with us?
Not many though.
You know. We get players they don't utilise. They don't play where they are.
Another player we got who had a lot of bags of potential. Oxlade-Chamberlain. What did we do? We ruined him. We ruined him.
Yeah.
We got the transfer fee for him.
We're not talking about money, man. We're not talking about money. We're talking about what they do on the football pitch.
He played amazing for us before he got injured. Before he left.
Who did?
Oxlade-Chamberlain, the season before he left, he was integral to that team that won the FA Cup.
Where was he playing? The season before he left? Where was he playing?
He was playing on the right back,
right wing back,
and right attack.
He was playing wing back most of the time.
Yeah, but he was integral to that team that won the FA Cup that season.
Kieran Gibbs, do we rate him? No, we don't. No, Kieran Gibbs.
So did we sell Nelson or not?
Well, we've got to vote on it.
So there was... Melvin, did you keep?
Keeping, sorry.
Nelson,
I keep. Yeah, I said keep. Yeah.
Kevin?
Keep.
Simpy?
I'd keep him unless we had someone else, I think Unknown Driller said it in the chat, unless we've got someone else pushing for that position to help Pepe grow. If not, we keep him. If we do, then we loan him out somewhere to bulk up and get some experience. Because like you're saying, his first half in Germany, he was doing really well.
7 games. Joe, if you got a rubber, what rub's say off the screen, best use it now, mate. Because I hope you're not serious with that making those in the European Cup finals.
Sonny, does a Liam Brady come from the academy all the time? No, they don't. Does a Tony Adams come from the academy all the time? No, they don't. Does what do you call it? Who else is there? Does all the other legends that have come from the academy, Rocky Roadcastle, do they come from the academy all the time? No, they don't. But what I'm saying is, if they don't get given a chance, they're never going to establish that presence and that level of success.
Mate, if you're good enough, you make your own chances.
Sonny, even Martin Keown got loaned out. Some of these greatest players got loaned out.
Sold. He never got loaned out. He got sold.
He got sold and brought back.
Yeah, we sold him and brought him back for a higher level. Yeah.
My point is, guys, we need to stand up and defend our young players, give them the time to encouragement to grow, and then we'll see the success after that. If we bin them off every time,
based on what, mate? Based on what? Based on what? Whoever comes to the youth team, don't mean they're going to be a success, you know.
Sonny, I'm telling you, if you don't give them an opportunity to grow, you're gonna regret the Gnabry. You're gonna regret the situation that happened with what's his name, the guy who's right now at Lyon. These kind of situations are gonna happen every year. We're gonna sell off young players. They're gonna become great.
I'll get your point, right? I'll get your point. If we had 9 established players, right, 5 of them were world class, then you bring some kids in. You chuck some kids in. But when all your team are kids, right? And you think they're going to be Manchester United, they're not. The Manchester United kids were levels above Arsenal's kids. Steve, what do you reckon?
No use having one or two stars like Saka and maybe Aubameyang. You got to have 6, 7, 8. You can't just have. Arteta's on about getting rid of 9. How are we going to get 9 quality players? That'll take years.
It's a fire sale to get 2 decent players in.
It shows how bad our youth system is that we've got 2 very good players. Well, only one, Saka, because Martinelli we bought. Look at when we played Liverpool. We played their youth team, not reserves, and all of their youth team looked like proper footballers.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. The Chelsea.
Are you guys serious?
In the Youth Cup, mullered us this year. Joel Campbell was better than Knowles. He was big sign. He was.
Look at Ismail at AC Milan. Do you want all our young players to go to AC Milan, go to Germany, lose all these young prospects, and keep buying bullshit?
Let me give you a name. Who's that kid? Who's that kid? He was really highly rated, right? And he went to Rangers.
Yeah, the midfielder.
The midfielder,
American.
Yeah. What was his name?
He was he was Zen in his name.
Zelalem something. Yeah.
He was supposed to be the next thing since Blake Sliced Bread, that geezer.
This one.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, Zelalem.
Yeah. Was supposed to be the best thing since Sliced Bread. What happened to him? Okay, let me give you some more examples. Hang on, 1 minute. Let me give you some more examples, Miguel.
Shuba Akpan.
It was shit, man. Let me give you some more examples. Arsenal's reserve team used to play in the Carabao Cup or Little's Cup or whatever they called it back in the day, right? With players like Carlos Vela, right? They looked spectacular. What happened to all of them? Nothing. What happened to that team? Do you remember Carlos Vela scored that hat trick as well? Do you remember? In a League Cup, and everyone thought that team was going to go on and be the next generation of Arsenal. Not one of them made it. Not one.
What about Wojciech Szczesny? Does he count?
He was shit, man, at Arsenal.
Right now, he's playing for one of the top teams in the world.
Just gone Juventus. Does that make him better? Just gone to Juventus.
What about it? What about him playing at Roma in front of Alisson? He had Alisson on the bench, dog. Are you kidding me? Sonny, put some respect on the academy, bro. Put some respect on the academy, bro. Put some respect on the academy. No, dog. Put some respect on the academy. Arsenal's academy is one of the best academies in the freaking world. Don't freaking do this, dog.
I would not take Szczesny back at Arsenal now.
Put some respect on the academy's name.
I would not take Szczesny back at Arsenal now. What do
Bro,
you mean,
put some respect on the academy's name.
No.
Why do I? Give me a reason. Give me a reason to put some respect on the name.
Because, bro, honestly, you can't see. You have your glasses.
If the Arsenal academy was that good, right? Arsenal's academy was that good, these players wouldn't have to leave to be better at other places.
Listen, Arsene Wenger, even himself, I was listening to documentaries this week about 2004, 2005.
Talk about Lauren Hardy, not Arsene Wenger.
This guy was constantly buying players, missing out on academy players. They would end up going to Spurs or other teams, and they'd be starters, and they'd come up right away, up the ranks. Our academy has been well known for time.
Arsene Wenger was well known for blooding the younger players.
Barcelona recently bought one of our academy youngins and put them in
Arsene Wenger. Hold
it. Gentlemen. Kevin, did you see what do you think of Szczesny when he was at Arsenal? What did you think of him?
Szczesny was average, I would say. He wasn't a world beater. He was just an average player.
He was worse than Fabianski.
And what about Simply? What do you think?
Completely agree with Kevin. There was a reason why he went out on loan.
Right.
Yo, you got Barcelona coming through buying our players. Look at this. You got Barcelona coming through buying our academy players.
Who are they buying?
You're saying our academy shit. Get out of here, bro.
Who are they buying?
They bought what do you call it? What's his name? Marcus McGrew. This kid is an amazing midfielder. The kid who was in those promo videos just a few years ago with Reiss Nelson and all these guys. These kids have an opportunity. Give them at least 2 years. You'll see their flow.
How old is he?
He's 21 right now.
So why need the first team then if he's 21? If he's that good,
bro, at Barcelona?
No, at Arsenal.
We don't have him no more. Barcelona bought him.
Why didn't Arsenal fight to keep this geezer? Arsenal's academy is
so
good.
They tried.
Arsenal's academy is so good. Arsenal's academy is so good. Why didn't they fight to keep him?
They tried. Arsenal's academy is so good that a player went from the academy to AC Milan starting lineup in 2 years.
AC Milan, a poor ranked team in Italy, mate.
What about Jeffrey Adelaide? What about Jeff Adelaide? He couldn't make the team with Emery, and now he's starting at Lyon.
Jeff Adelaide wasn't good enough to get into the Arsenal team, bro.
Okay, but he's starting in Lyon.
And he's still shit. He's still shit.
You need a manager.
He's still shit. Jeff Adelaide's still shit.
Right, can we continue? Can we continue with the forward line?
Melvin, I'm mad. This guy constantly
I know you're mad. Chill out.
Yes,
not only are you mad, you're in the wrong bloody position. Look, you're taking Sonny's position.
Well, basically, Arsenal youth team is so good, right? We've got nothing to worry about. Let's not buy any players. Let's not buy them.
Let's go through what we're going to sell first. We've got to sell the forward line. Come on.
We don't need to buy the players.
We don't need to buy a midfielder. Guess what? We got a midfielder coming through. Azeez, Miguel Azeez. Check him out. He's a wonder kid. He's going to come through. He's going to be wonder.
When?
Maybe in a year time. Just give him a chance. Miguel Azeez.